Read 175, we have read a book that has inspired me in many ways. Alejandra Campoverde's novel, First Gen a Memoir, a story of how she rose up through struggles as a first and only, and became better because of it. As a first and only myself, I can relate to this in the fact that I'm the first in my family to go to college. And it has helped me become less stressed because, she went through it a lot worse than I'm having it right now. Like, and she did just fine. She worked under the president and wrote the book. And reading the book and working on the assignments for it helped me learn how to annotate and to write concise summaries. In Read 175, we were told to write down 10 words that we didn't know the definition of each week. I thought that there weren't that many that I didn't know, but then there were words that I've used before, but I never really learned the definition of, like flamboyant, carnivorous, niche, and clandestine. It opened my horizons to words that I never knew, and I use them more frequently now. In reading the articles we were given, it taught me to pay more attention in what I was reading. We were taught through the semester how to not just skim through the pages, but to really think about what we were shown. I have learned and relearned how to do many things throughout the semester, and in this class. At the start of the semester, I was scared to even write down a paragraph, thinking that it would take a ton of time to complete. But now, even a page or two is something I've grown accustomed to. In high school, I did not read many books. I also didn't read them at a good pace. But with this class, I read about 5 to 10 pages each or every other day, depending on when I need to get the chapter read. It also helped me to write the important parts of the pages I read on a sticky note, and it helps me with assignments later. It also helps because you're engaged with it, as well as keeping you awake and focused. Coming here to college, one of the first things I learned was that I didn't know how to write a summary. Sure, a summary is just writing what happens in a text in a more concise form, but I didn't realize that it was important to cite the source or even say what I was writing a summary about in the first place. Now I know from this class that a summary requires an introduction with the name of the article or book, the main text, and the conclusion. For me, writing a summary was a daunting process, but it was necessary for me to learn, and I'm glad that I learned it. One of my favorite things to do was making concept maps. Earlier this year, I accidentally bought a 1-year subscription to a website that I only used once to make a concept map. Though I hated the loss of $108 as a student with no income, later I accepted the loss because I could use it to take notes during class as well, and I could create a pretty good concept map. A concept map is basically writing the title of a book or article in the center of a page and writing the main concepts around it, and then on to those concepts, making connections and putting what you're thinking of on paper for review later. Something that I will continue to do throughout the rest of my years in college is learn about new words and add them to my vocabulary. Part of the years stressed about my time and my place here, but I slowly learned how to be a better student, writing my paragraphs more efficiently, annotating more and more, and learning how to read while maintaining most of the information. I'm here at the end of the year, feeling more and more like I don't belong, but I'll keep on fighting my own doubts to stay here. I enjoyed it, and it was fun to read and analyze in this class.